pertain to those creations of innovative or artistic works. These cover copyright, patents or patents depending on whether you're speaking English or American, industrial design, trademarks and other signs of product distinction that generate consumer royalty. TRIPS complement other agreements under the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, which, like the WTO, is also based in Geneva. It covers those aspects of intellectual property issues related to trade and indicates minimum standards and areas for protection that are legally enforceable. As with goods and services, the rules of MFN and national treatment are also applicable. So, the WTO thus constitutes a variety of multilateral legal instruments. It is to be treated as a single undertaking, subjecting all in one stroke to all the provisions, norms, and rules. The responsibilities, however, are varied. Some WTO members enjoy spatial and differential treatment because of their low level of economic development. In theory, decision-making is by consensus. This could at times be irksome, as we now see Georgia holding up Russian membership, for instance. But in reality, the shots are really called by the big players who are huddled together with the Director General, currently Pascal Lamy, in what is called the Green Room. That's the powerhouse of the WTO. Changes to rules and trade are brought about through rounds of negotiation. The current one, called the Doha Development Round, has reached an impasse because of some fundamental differences between the developed and developing countries. The term development in the name, by the way, was meant to modify the poorer countries, who, however, remain entirely unconvinced as to its genuineness. Everyone thinks lip service in the round, but no one seems overly anxious for its conclusion, except perhaps for the WTO Director General and the staff of 640 persons. Unsurprisingly, with the Doha round in limbo, countries are anxious to make the best trade deals they are able to, particularly among the major trading partners. The result has been a spate of regional trading agreements, or RTA. This is particularly true of Asia now, on whose rising economic clouds the ascension of the world is focused. To be fair though, the European Union and the EFTA, European Free Trade Association, must be considered among the earlier and more important RTAs, though with multiple folds, like also the North Atlantic Free Trade Association, NAFTA. This is a lesson that Asia seems to have learned well. Logically, they, the RTAs that is, appear to erode, and indeed do, to some extent, the global principles enunciated by the WTO. But the WTO's position appears to be that if the RTAs are inevitable, one might as well relax and enjoy. Indeed, the WTO allows for such derogation, perhaps designed earlier to fit in the major European and American players. This is through the GATT Article 24 and GATT Article 5. Though the language has been deliberately kept vague. The Doha round actually endorses those, adding some clauses to underscore transparency. The idea appears to be those ask too much, don't care too much. The intertwining agreements are often seen as a spaghetti bowl or noodle bowl in Asian parlance, a phenomenon that has sorely perturbed unabashed votaries of pristine free trade like Jagdish Bhagwati, who has called it a fool's way of doing business. Rules require that WTO is notified of RTAs separately for goods and services. Between 2000 and 2010, as per December, 484 RTAs were notified to the WTO, out of which 293 were enforced. Contemporary RTAs tend to want to broaden and deepen their coverage, becoming more and more comprehensive, including services, investments, trade facilitation, government procurement, intellectual property, electronic commerce, and even labor and environment. Some are bilateral, comprising little more than existing WTO principles, such as the one of Pakistan's according MFN to India that we heard of this morning. But announced with much fanfare, obviously because of its political implications, and people have called it a tectonic shift in bilateral relations.